Hi, this is Once Upon a Book Nerd, and today I'm going to be doing a quick library book haul. I've been going to the library a lot and I've never particularly ever gone to the library, but in college I can use my library card at the city's library and there's some okay books there. If you don't particularly like going to your library or don't go because they don't exactly have any newer books out, then it's definitely you should definitely still go and support your local library, help keep them all open and still running and everything. And also, if there's any books that you want but aren't particularly fond on buying, then you should definitely try them out and go and get them from there even. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 library books. I've already read 3 of them, I think. So I'm going to start here. The first 2 books I actually picked up for my sister, who was looking for who read The Gathering by Kelly Armstrong and then really wanted to try her other books. So I got the first book in, I want to say, the Dark Power series, which is The Summoning, and the first book in her adult series, which I don't know the name of this. Women of the Underworld. So yeah, this is her adult book. So first I'll tell you a bit about Summoning. All Chloe Saunders wants in life is to live life like any normal teenager. The chance to go through school, make friends and maybe meet a boy, but when she starts seeing ghosts she knows that life will never be normal again. Soon the ghosts are everywhere, demanding her attention. When Chloe finally breaks down, she's admitted to a group home for disturbed kids. At first the house seems okay, but then she knows that other patients, Chapman Simon, his ominous unsmiling brother Derek, obnoxious Tori and Ray, who has a thing for fire, Chloe begins to realise that something strange and sinister binds them all together, and it isn't your unusual problem kid behaviour, and they're about to discover that Lee House is not your usual group home either. So that, it doesn't particularly appeal to me, but I also have read The Gathering, and that book was amazing, so I'm definitely going to try out this series. So then, as I said, there's Bitten. Elena Michaels is a regular 21st century girl, self-assured, smart and fighting fit. She also just happens to be one of the only female royals in the world. It has some good points when she walks down the dark alley. She's the scary one, but now her pack, one she abandoned to go and live a normal life, are in trouble and they need her help. Is she willing to risk her life to help her ex-lover who betrayed her by turning her into a royal in the first place? And more to the point, does she have a choice? That also sounds really good. Definitely wanted to try out that series from her anyway. Quite intrigued by it. So the rest of these, I think, all YA. There's Bertha Killer by Darren Shan. This is the first book in the saga of Lawton Crepsley. This is a companion series to his Darren Shan's more known series, The Saga of Darren Shan, which follows the story of a young boy becoming a vampire and discovering that world. But this one instead is about his mentor, Darren's mentor, and Lawton Crepsley, and this follows his story of him becoming a vampire. Actually amazing. I've already read it. I think I rated it 4 stars. It's my definitely my favourite Darren Shan book which I've read. The next book is The High Society by Ali Carter. I've yet to read this. I'm really looking forward to it. I've heard some amazing things from it. Kat's got a deadline. 2 weeks off to pull the biggest heist in history. When Katrina Bishop was free, her parents took her to Laurie to case it. For her 17th birthday, Katrina and her uncle travelled to 7th birthday. Katrina and her uncle travelled to Austria to steal the crown jewels. When Kat turned 15, she conned her way into the best boarding school in the country, determined to leave the family business behind. But now her dad's life is on the line and Kat must go back to the world she tried so hard to escape. This sounds amazing. I really love this cover. See, they have a painting in that person glasses. And actually, I never noticed this, but it's got like an empty painting stand there. So yeah, that sounds amazing. This is also written by the author who wrote that I'd tell her I love you, but then I'd have to kill you, I think it is. Then the next book is The 17th by G.L. Twynham. I've actually heard quite a few things about this book. Never actually got around to reading it. It's got mixed reviews, I think. Imagine starting at the end and finishing back at the beginning. This is the story of a teenage girl called Valerie Saunders, who is about to be thrown through time and space, being bestowed with abilities beyond her wildest nightmare, and discovers that she's not the only one has a deal with turning 18, her first job, and an unwanted tattoo, but also magical powers and intense urges to fall in love. She envisions she would spend her life blending into the scenery, not blowing it up. Val has a calling, but which side is dialing her number. Sorry that I'm really bad at reading things today. The next book is Lies by Michael Grant. This is the third book in the Gone novel series. I'm a great fan of the Gone novels. It took me ages to read this stuff. I don't know why, I just haven't got around to buying it. I'm really annoyed because I really wanted the hardcover, so I kind of refused to buy the paperback. So I thought I'd just go and get it from the library, but I think I'm gonna buy the paperback anyway. It's definitely a really good book. If you don't know what the Gone, because this is the third book in the series, I'm just going to tell you what the Gone the first book is called, which is then followed by Hunger Then Lies. The Gone novels is kind of a dystopian book where all of the adults above 15 completely disappear, leaving basically children to fend for themselves. But also, at least half of the people, well, a number of the people are all gaining mutant powers, and it causes massive rivalry, and it causes so much more problems than what there really would be in real life anyway. Then there is Holes by Louise Satcher. A lot of people are amazed, as reading this in college, a lot of people are amazed to find out that I actually haven't read this book before. Apparently it's just a thing that you read in schools, but I never actually knew that. I'm a great fan of the film though. Basically this is about a guy, a teenager who doesn't actually commit a crime, but he's charged of committing a crime. And he gets sent to Camp Green Lake, where he has to dig holes because it is seen as character building, but instead there's much more going on than what he thinks, and there's parts of the past in it and everything. I'm probably hoping that you would have read this if it's a book that is just like normal to read. I love how I didn't know that though. So yeah, that's all the library books I have got. So yeah, I do have another book haul coming up very soon, but I'm trying to figure out which books I've bought since my last haul because I keep getting confused about which books I've already shown. Anyway, thank you for watching and goodbye. Hope you had fun watching the video.